Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Have you heard the news? Big Brother's back. What? Big Brother is back, okay? And I'm making this video right before the first live eviction. Okay, so I am excited. But let's rewind just a little bit. And let's talk about this cast. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys know my first impressions when the cast was leaked a little bit early. I've been watching, but now look, we here together. Okay, so I'm gonna get my little cast list, little pictures. Okay, so first impression of Cam. I hate that I have to say, like, I was thinking Jared. Okay, because you know that was the last season we had. He was the sole black man on that season, so it was a kind of like they are similar in like age. They're similar in like they're both black men, and it just and athletic. Even though Cam's way more athletic than the other, but my first impression of him was kind of like, oh, I kind of feel like they cast another Jared because they tend to cast archetypes, right? So that's what I was thinking. If you're new here, I was not fond of Jared. Not at all. But that was my first impression of him. It's just like, oh, he's an athletic guy. Oh my God, the bad taste of Jared in my mouth. I'm just getting Jared from just the appearance. These are just the pictures, not even like the interviews. And once I saw his interview, the interviews, all of them were like hella like, people were uncomfortable. It seems like I know you gotta get comfortable with talking to the producers and talking to the camera and everything. But it just seemed like everybody was really uncomfortable, and most people were really uncomfortable. And I didn't really like those. I actually try to stay away from the interviews, but I kind of accidentally watched some of almost everyone. But that was my first impression of him. My first impression of Secora is like, yep, that's my bitch. She's adorable. Rubina, same thing. In my head, I'm like, Secora, Rubina, link up. Final to it before they even got anywhere. And Cedric, his picture, I hate the pictures don't do them justice. Okay, let's throw that in there real quick. The pictures do not do them justice at all. But anyway, Cedric, I was just like, okay, another athletic young guy. Cool beans. With Joseph, Joseph was, to me, I'm like, okay, it's like a wild card. Like, he could be like super, game smart, or he can be just a dud, just, there for vibes. So it's kind of, Chelsea. Now, Chelsea, based on this picture, was kind of just like, cute girl, beautiful gowns. But there was some stuff that we found out, we as in the Big Brother community, kind of crazy, kind of cuckoo. But people found out that she followed some people that it's kind of, one person leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But then she follows people from, all over the spectrum of that political field. I don't know. Like, I did give her a fair chance, because even though we found out the information, it's like, there was really no evidence into her being like that person or believing in the beliefs of that person. So, when I saw her, I was just like, oh, she's cute, Matt. the pretty boy archetype. It was just like, oh, okay, so he's just, you know, a cute guy that's probably gonna just skate by with, you know, his good looks and his charm. Boy, has that changed. Brooklyn. We also found out some things about her as well, and people that she's like real life friends with, and that person, Erin, is very racist and very she's a bigot, and it doesn't seem like she really felt bad. I mean, I know it happened all these years ago, but it doesn't seem like she ever really felt remorse for it. She ever really like apologized, you know? And so yeah, that's that. But you know, trying to take that out of it, even though that's way different because that's like a personal friend of hers. Like Erin is watching Big Brother again because her friend is on. So I'm trying to take it out of it. Okay. But yeah, when I saw her, I just thought, you know, she's a pretty girl. That's all I really got from her. She looks athletic, but she's cute. Mackenzie was one that I thought she was another archetype, and the you know, cute young blonde girl, you know, couple up, partner up, you know, showmance. That's what she looks like, you know, to me. And that's what she, you know, that's the vibes that I got from her picture. Chemo. I liked what he was giving me. He seems like it's like energy, like happy energy. And people that can like make other people, you know, happy or feel comfortable or whatever when you are living with them 24/7. That's the person you want to keep around. Okay, so I'm like keep my eyes on Chemo. All four of them. You see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Lisa, she's giving me quirky, and found out she's a Gemini. It's like, oh, that's it. That's the Gemini showing right there. Quirky is fun. It's cool, like, you know, rock star type shit. I didn't have it. I just the first impressions didn't see her doing much, you know, didn't see too much of, but didn't see too much like game potential. Tucker. Another person that seems like, you know, an archetype, like somebody, like a character that we've seen before. Just based on first impressions, I feel like he could be doing a little something in the game. Kenny Chow. Casting under 4 people that are 40 and older is doing a disservice to them. Okay, so just me, based on what I've seen in past seasons, based on the game that I love, the game that I know, I don't see shit coming from Kenny. Kenny gonna be in and out that motherfucker. He's probably not gonna last long. Leah, again, looks, you know, like a clear archetype that we've seen before, and she also kind of looks like Britney. So that was, you know, another thing. You know, your brain just connects shit. She kind of looks like Britney. And with her video, she seemed like she didn't know anything. I was like, "Ooh, girl, what? Do you know where you at? Do you know this is Big Brother? Does she know where she is? Okay, what's going on here?" So I died like Victoria vibes. Like I really got like, oh, she could go far if somebody just takes her along because she don't know where she at. She don't know what's going on. She don't know if it's day or night. Opinions have changed, okay? Quinn is adorable, okay? The long hair got me. The long curly hair. But I felt like he looked like he was probably a Big Brother fan. So I got hopes, maybe not high hopes, but I got hopes for him. I see a future for him in this game. And last but certainly not motherfucking least, we have Angela. And girl, we gonna first impression, and then let's get into this tea, Angela, okay? Cause what is going on in that house? Angela, first impressions again. She's an older woman, and usually the older players do not make it far. Felicia is one of the Rennie. There's a few out of the 26 seasons or 25 seasons where older women or older people in general made it far into the game, and it's just not likely. So just with that, it's like, you know. But I like her look. She didn't look like an archetype that we've seen before, and I like that. Like, give us something new, give us something fresh. You don't gotta keep giving us the same exact thing every fucking season. What? Or at least try to switch it up. Let's get into this tea. So the first week is almost over, and this house is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Even more so than last year. Last year we were moving, we was pushing and moving, everything was going fast because Cirie, the paranoia is there. It's always gonna be there in Big Brother. Cirie, Izzy, paranoid as fuck. So, you know, like, that was the reason everything was and because Cirie had her son Jared in the house, and that made everything like so super chaotic and really until Izzy left. Now this season is just like a perfect mix of these people, right? Because I don't think I've been this excited about like a full cast, like watching them interact with each other this first week. Have been so excited about the season since 23. And before BB23, I can't ever remember me being like, oh my God. Like, for like the whole cast, like watching them, and it's like, oh shit, this season is about to be motherfucking lit. Like this summer into fall is about to be crazy. So if you don't know, now you know. Matt and Angela is mortal enemies, okay? And I hope this feud continues for as long as it can. I do kind of want Matt to leave, but like, I want the drama more than I want him to leave, to be TBH. And they're so it all started when they first walked into the house. It was a group of people talking, and Angela says that, you know, he's gonna be in the showmans, and you know, just look at you. He's like, what do you mean? She's like, what you mean? What do I mean? Like, look at you, because you know he's a cute young guy, and he's fit, he's tall. Excuse me, so she was stereotyping him. I mean, she was, but it's like she's stereotyping him. Like, these are all positives. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no like stereotypes where they're negative. It's all positives, except for this is a game. So like, maybe not just say that and, you know, in front of everybody, right? And then like she kept pressing it, and he looked uncomfortable, and I felt uncomfortable as a viewer. And it was really weird. Like, she kept pushing that and just kept saying it over and over again and like teasing him and stuff. And it was like, she's cracked, okay? She came in the house cracked, okay? She was gone. She was gone when she came in there, okay? Them evaluations that lady fooled y'all. She tricked y'all. She tricked y'all got to the house, because she is crazy, okay? She's crazy. She is a box full of mixed nuts. She is, look, so she does that thing in the bathroom, and then Matt is concerned. And then Matt goes, when he's outside with a bunch of another group, again, they're saying these things in these big groups. After Angela won HOH, he's saying that, you know, he didn't like when she stereotyped him. And Joseph goes right to tell her. Okay, Joseph like, that's the HOH. It's like 10 of us here. I'm not about to be caught up in this bullshit. I'm gonna go tell her first. Loyal minion. Anyways. So now she knows that, and she, from her confessionals, is like, she feels bad. That, he feels that way. She has no plans to put him up or anything. Okay, she just felt kind of bad. She wanted to clear the air with him. And they go to clear the air. They go to talk in the room while she's doing her HOH shit, right? She's doing her HOH big boss shit. And they go to talk. And he says to her, he said, well, I didn't know what I was going to do if I was going to come up here and, you know, better not put me up because, I'm just going to come down. It's not smart for you. And when I come down, I'm going to come after you. He said, I don't know what approach I was going to take. Okay, so he was saying, like, hypothetically, but then he said it though. But like he said it, but it wasn't like, he didn't yell, he wasn't aggressive. Okay, the Karens love, like, he really wasn't. A threat is a threat. Like, he did say those words out loud to her, and it was dumb. But she took that as a threat, which I don't blame her. But she was up all night. Like, niggas was on the feeds watching her all night. And she was like, we didn't know what she was saying at first. But afterwards, we realized she was practicing a speech. She was practicing the things that she was going to say, the bullet points she was going to hit, all of that, right? She was practicing for the performance of a lifetime, okay? Flashing lights, stage, mark, what's some other, applause. She was ready, okay? She was ready for her curtain call, bitch. So she do all that practicing all through the night, up all night. She's watching the security cameras, or the TVs in her room that show cameras around the house. It's no sound, mind you, there's no sound. She's been watching those, and she makes up what she thinks these people are saying. Remember, Sheree, Izzy was doing that shit, Felicia was doing that shit, but it wasn't on this level of crazy. It was on like a normal level of Big Brother crazy, right? Angela here, her Big Brother crazy is crazy because she real crazy. She real crazy. Big Brother crazy ain't gonna do that. She is real crazy. So she's making up what they're saying. Mind you, she's by herself. She's by herself because she didn't take this time out to solidify any alliances. Not for real. Because the one alliance that they made, they didn't make it with her in the HOH room, which is like, what the fuck? And then it was real, and they included her in it. Like, it wasn't, it was genuine. And they go upstairs to tell her, and she don't believe it. They tell her that you are in this alliance, the collective with us. Here's the people. Okay, let's go. As soon as they leave, she like, the collective is coming for me. Girl! She is loony. And the tunes. So after her practicing, she wakes up in the morning, and she must have heard the director say action. Okay, she must have heard the stage producer, director say curtain call, whatever, break a leg. She walks down the steps to the landing, right? And the way the kitchen is set up, everybody that's in there can easily like see her, turn around and see her and face that landing. If you know the house, how it's built. So she starts a speech, a tirade, if you will. It was all towards Matt and the people that weren't in the kitchen. They were in the bathroom, and they were also listening because she was, like I said, it was the performance of a lifetime, bitch. So she is yelling. She is calling him crazy eyes and doing this, right? Which, and I just want to point out, okay, I synced them eyes. Angela got some points. She got a point. But that man is half Filipino. So it can be misconstrued as a racist thing, but in the context of it, it was not. it was he's intense. Matt is intense, okay? And when they were talking and he was doing the threat, right? I synced it. I was like, ooh, them eyes. That's them eyes she was talking about. He's just intense, and he opens his eyes really wide, like some people do to, like, you know, emphasize a point, or what. That's what it seemed like. And he probably doesn't even realize he does it, but like I saw that. But she was doing that, and then she was also like crossing them just to be like, just put some extra sauce on it. She threw some extra sauce on that motherfucker. She was calling him crazy eyes, saying that the visitors came up to her room, talking about Joseph and Quinn with the alliance that was real. The visitors came to her room to convince her, and, you know, great performance for a low budget movie. And when I say she is so fucking dramatic, she said, this is how she said it. And it was a great performance for a low budget movie. It was even more dramatic than that, like her inflection, but like the pause. I wanted to emphasize the pause for a low budget movie. Girl, crack like an egg, bitch. She is Humpty Dumpty in this motherfucker. That is insane, is it not? Okay. She also said that he was aggressive. He aggressively threatened her, and she said that what they call her, MJ McKenzie, can do better, which was like, come on now, why you even bring her into it? And then also like that could blow up her game as well. Angela don't give a fuck, but she was like, McKenzie can do better. She can do better. Also, mind you, they've been in the house for like 5-6 days. Come on, like chill out. She says that, well, no, what's his name? Matt. He said that, you know, as a mother, my mom's gonna see this and blah blah blah. And then she's like, your mother is gonna see this and see that her son is a brat. And not, you wanna talk about mamas. She wanna talk about mamas. It was like, once that was like into it, it was okay, this is a whole nother thing, right? So that happened. And then later on, they have a talk about the whole bringing up his mom, even though he brought up his mom and she didn't even say anything like bad about his mom. And that's what people do. People do that shit in real life, right? Because these are two Karens dealing with each other, okay? A Chad and a Karen. Bitch, it's a Chad and a Karen. It's a Chad and a Karen. What did Big Brother casting do? What did they... Them going head to head is so funny. So they're talking for hours, right? And he's saying, like, eventually they get to, you know, he wants her to give his mom an apology, and she apologizes, and like he helps her with the wording of it because he wants it worded a specific way, and he's telling her how to apologize to his mom. And when she apologized later on, what did she say? She didn't say the right words. And I feel like as a Karen, it was like something and a mother too, because moms can be manipulative as fuck. And a Karen mama, girl, I could imagine. So I feel like she did that on purpose. Like, she didn't say the exact words. Even though it's like, why do I need to say the exact words, right? Well, she knew that he wanted her to, that the exact words were important. And she didn't say the exact words. And then that was a whole nother thing. Girl. So now, Angela won the HOH, and Kenny, we have 3 noms, Kenny, Lisa, and Chemo. Angela put all 3 of them on the block, and Lisa won the veto and took herself off and then Angela put up Matt. So now Matt is on the block with Kenny and with Chemo. All men on the block the first week. A man going home. A man going home. A man going home. Going home. Going home. And it's not Chemo either, because they made it clear. People make it real clear, like, we not voting for Chemo. So we're going to keep our indigenous person in the house, our indigenous man in the house, and we going one of these got to go. They got to go. I also want to touch on Angela's HOH. So Angela won the first HOH in the house, and I'm smiling big because Angela is a 50-year-old mother, a married mother. She's a 50-year-old mother, and how many times have you seen women, these older players, specifically these older women, win HOH? Not that many times. Even women winning HOH is like not rare, but it's very skewed. Okay. And it makes me happy because we've complained. The Big Brother community has complained about equity. We want equitable comps. Now there's a BIPOC rule, so that's great. But now you want to put in these older women, these older men that just don't have the same ability as these 22-year-old men, those 22-year-old women, and you're putting in these physical comps. Like, just that it don't work like that. Like, so you're not even giving them a fair chance, right? You're not, and then you only cast one or two. You're not giving them a fair chance. It's like, what's the fucking point? It's like, it means nothing. Like, you're just doing it just for show. Like, let's put these older people on the show. Let's put these black people on the show, you know, just for funsies, just so we can say we did it, even though we know that because of the game that we made, that they're going to leave. Because that's what's happened with all the people of color, all the black people, all the queer people, all the people that were a little odd. Like, they usually, it'd be the people of color and old people and queer people next, and that's how they would go, and that it was a pattern, right? And we complained, and finally we got comps that look equitable. So this is on the heels of Reindeer Games last year, which the comps were all equitable, mostly equitable, and it was a complete shift from the way the game had evolved, you know, up until 2025, season 25. So, baby, we were shocked. Okay, I was shocked that this was the competition they were doing. It was so cool, and it was so like innovative. Like, it was a big screen. It was like shuffleboard kind of, but it's like a big screen, and then there's numbers on it. They switch up the numbers every round, and they change the rules of the game every round. And with this, you can't. It's not a whole lot of like strategy you can put into this. It's kind of just luck and a tiny bit of strategy with, you know, pushing the thing, because it seemed like it was real slidey. You got to put like just the right amount of sauce on it, right? So it was awesome. It was so awesome to see a game like that. And then the final three had the two oldest players in it to win for head of household. So it was really great to see that, and then to see the next competition being won by a woman. And they brought back the word comp, where you have to spell out the words, and they added in a little twist where it's like, okay, if somebody finds the little icon or whatever, they can take a letter and nobody is able to use that letter. I don't think they use it quite correctly, because Kenny got it and did it like ASAP instead of waiting a little bit, and then once people have words and stuff up, putting it there, and then they got to take their shit down, because the E, everybody would have had E's. And then they would have had to start from the beginning, back to the drawing board, bitch. But you know, I should be happening fast. I ain't been in that house yet. So Lisa wins that with what does she have? I can't remember the word she had. I can't remember. It was a good word. It was 9 letters. And she won the veto, and that was exciting to see. And I'm excited for these equitable comps. Like, I'm jumping for joy. Like, don't you see me? I'm jumping for joy. Because this makes the game fair. It makes it fair. And that's what we want. We want a fair game, because then we get diverse things happening. You know, like we get different groups are gonna win HOH. It's not gonna be the same group, the same fit group, because that's usually what they do. They look at each other, they see who's young, who's fit, and who's white, and then they get together, and then they make a group, they make a big group, and then they just take everybody else out, because it's all physical comps, or there's a physicality component to it. Not no more, bitch. This is a new era. And I'm so excited because like we had a new era that started with BB23 with the BIPOC rule. And that era, I think, is ending now with 25. So we're getting a whole new era kind of quickly, and I am excited. I feel like this is like the casting and then the equitable comes. Like, this is gonna be an awesome season, and the twists are pretty good too. So in the first, the 2-episode premiere, which could have just been a 2-hour long premiere, because what the fuck, we watched the same thing twice. The comps were different. I like the second group comps better than the first group comps. I didn't like the spiders and stuff. Like, they were like, ooh, it's scary, but then it's like all like glass around there, so I don't really think that was scary at all. I think that was like some fake out shit for real, like whatever. The spinning around thing, that was cool. Equitable. They did. Then the other one where you had to take the plugs out and put it into a different plug while the thing was moving. And what was the last one? Oh, when they had to move that thing with their face, that little disc, that glass disc. So like, these are all equitable. They're cute. They have this AI thing this year, which is like, I'm still feeling it out. Okay, I'm still feeling it out. Let's see how it goes today with the AI arena. And after the AI arena, let's convene again and let's talk about it, because I'm a little iffy on it. Okay, like the downgrades with Chelsea and Cedric got, their downgrades. They can't compete in the competitions. They gotta wear these costumes, be cheerleaders, and they can't vote for the eviction, which is kind of like, it would have been easy to put them up, but I'm glad this crew did not do the easy thing to just put them up and be like, okay, they're just gonna fucking, one of them gonna go home. So I'm glad they didn't do that, because a lot of other seasons just would have done that. We need the spice, baby. Make it spicy. Angela making this bitch spicy, that motherfucker. Ooh, that's hot, not spicy. Anyways, the 2 upgrades Quinn and Mackenzie got. Mackenzie's is America's Veto. She can use it up to 4 weeks. And what it is, she takes somebody down, and then America, we pick who goes up as the in her place. And Quinn's is the coup d'etat, basically. It's an AI hijacks the HOH, AI, whatever. So we don't know the AI part just now, because right now it sounds kind of silly and goofy, but we won't know until after today exactly how this is gonna work. But he gets a chance to secretly hijack somebody's HOH and make the nominees for them. But as somebody else's AI character, or AI, he can be somebody else with the AI. See, we're not sure exactly how that works. Like, how, in what? Like, is there, so apparently all of them got like AI, like, you know, screened or whatever they do, scanned and shit. So they all have like AI characters, I guess, but we're not sure how they're implementing that into the game just thus far, because we haven't seen it. So hopefully today with the AI arena, we see exactly what it is and how that will work, because it seems like if it was like me and you do the AI at me and I'm just like, oh, that wasn't me, I didn't do that. You know, it's kind of just like, that's clearly not me. You know, I don't know. So we're gonna see how this works. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for this season. I'm so excited for this season. Right now, I love Cam, I love Quinn, I love Chelsea. Brooklyn's cool. I love Cedric. Cedric is so fucking adorable, and he's working. He is working. Him and Chelsea, even though they got downgraded and they kind of like out the game, they've been in the game. They've been in the game, okay? And they have the core, which is Cam, Chelsea, and Cedric, which I love. I hope they make it far. I hope they stay loyal to each other. They mentioned they wanted to bring T-Core in, and I'm with that, like, motherfucker. So I hope they do, and they can bring her in a way that is organic, and she doesn't feel like she is the leftovers, like she's the last person brought in, because that's something that they really need to work on, because they've been making these alliances, but then they don't have everybody there, and they bring in somebody, but it's very clear that they're bringing them in. And if you watch the game, or if you at least watch the last 3 seasons, it's very apparent now that that's what's going on. That, oh, I'm last, which means I'm bottom of the totem pole here. So once we get rid of everybody else, bitch, I'm next. Gotta be careful. You gotta be smart, okay? I'm excited for tonight's episode. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for the season. I will talk to you guys real soon. Bye.